Our next bid is from Baumgartner and Company LLC, BAUMGARTNER. Their bid is for $2,110,566.47. 2,110,566.47. Next one is from Midwest Paving LLC. Their bid is for $2,101,948.18. 2,101,948.18. Next bid is Howard Asphalt LLC, DBA Howard Companies. Their bid is for $2,094,868.62. 2,094,868.62. They're getting thicker. Milestone Contractors LP by Contractors United Incorporated, general partner. Their bid amount is $2,082,260.00. They wrote this out, so now I have to think it. So 2,082,260.00. Sir. Next one is Dave O'Mara Contractor Incorporated. Their bid is $2,486,256.90. 2,486,256.90. Next is Reith Riley Construction Company Incorporated, RIETH-RILEY. Their bid is $2,084,953.83. 2,084,953.83. Our last bid is Robertson Paving Incorporated. Their bid is $2,405,098.09. 2,405,098.09.
I would move to give them to Daniel. You want these? I'll give them to Daniel, let him review and come back to our next meeting with recommendation.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you for all the bidders on that. Opening of sealed quotes for Johnson County Prosecutors Economizer Project.
The first bid is from Sexton Mechanical Company. Their bid is for 66,900 and no cents, 66900.00. The other bidder is Irish Mechanical Services Incorporated. Their bid is $65,646 and no cents, 65646.00. That is it.
That's it for that.
That's it.
I'd make a motion to give them to Jason, let Jason review them and come back to the next meeting. Recommendations.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Franklin American Legion Post 205 War Memorial Landscaping on Courthouse Lawn. Discussion, I assume.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
We recently discovered that Clinton Armstrong was not born in Franklin, Johnson County. At least 5 sources, including Find a Grave and Ancestry.com and Congressional Medal of Honor Society, all state he was born in Franklin, Johnson County, Indiana. We struggled to get a copy of his obituary, which was published in Cincinnati in 1899. When we finally got a copy, it clearly states he was born near Brookville, Indiana, which is in Franklin County. These same sources reported he enlisted in the 83rd Regiment in Indianapolis, but the 83rd Regiment was organized in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, which would have been close to his place of birth. So we apologize for causing you, taking all your time to approve the mounting of the bronze tablet, but I assure you it was no fault of ours. In fact, the museum, the county museum, even believed that he was from Franklin, Johnson County. So that operation is canceled as a result of that. Now, on a further matter, we are requesting permission to cut down those trees on the south side of the monument there in front of the courthouse. There are inscriptions on that monument, including many of the battles that our troops fought in, and it's clear down at the bottom. And then there's other inscriptions on there, and they're not visible. Plus, you can't see the honor guard from the podium when we perform on Memorial Day. So we're requesting permission to remove those trees there. And we'd appreciate it if you'd put it in writing for us. So
Are you talking about the trees to the south side of that?
That's correct.
The shrubbery.
that's correct.
Trees, the tall trees.
They've grown tremendously, and of course, they're going to grow more as time goes on, and they need to be removed. So
I walked over there the other day, and you can still see it from the sidewalk that goes to the back of it. You just can't see it from the grass
yeah,
as far as that goes. But I think if we would have those trees taken down, though, it's something that we would want to do. I don't think we would want.
Yeah, we don't need them to do it.
Yeah, we don't need the American Legion.
so the county will do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and as long as the other 2 commissioners are in agreement with that, which we'll know here in just a minute, I assume. But yeah, we wouldn't want somebody else taking that
Okay.
stuff down. So
Very good.
I would move to approve the county taking down the shrubbery on the south side of the American Legion
Memorial.
Memorial.
Mhm. Thank you.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and we'll
Thank
get to work on that, getting bids and stuff for that here very quickly.
Thank you very much.
I would suggest that because you did so much work on discovery of this particular veteran, that maybe somebody contact Franklin County and make them
Yes.
aware and see if they would want to do a similar kind of
That's a
project.
good idea. We'll follow up on that.
Yeah, it'd be great.
He's deserving of that
Yes.
honor regardless of where he's
Right.
from. So that,
Yeah.
Yeah, we even located his grave at Winchester, and we were gonna go over there and fire a salute and read some of the information and then fire a salute over his grave. And we hadn't done that yet, and then we discovered this, so.
Thanks for your research and coming forward. with
yes,
that.
please. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Yeah, I know as I go into this 200th year bicentennial anniversary that we're having here in Johnson County, I'm having a hard time finding information on the first commissioners in Johnson County. So it's tough. A lot of those records were destroyed. And you get into that 1826 area, you can start seeing some things, but 1823 is pretty well silent. I understand the point that it could be confusing, so.
Some of the county employees think I was one of them.
I wasn't gonna say that. I looked for your name. Anyway, it's tough sometimes. Firefly Children and Family Alliance prevent child abuse banners in Pinwheel Garden and Courthouse Lawn, which has been done previously.
I would move for approval as long as they meet all the criteria that we put forth, all the insurance and stuff.
Pending legal.
Second,
Have a motion and a second, and this will be pending legal on all that. And then the only thing I would request under discussion would be is that we keep that neat. The last time we allowed someone to put some things on the courthouse lawn, it got a little out of control and out of hand as far as appearance, wasn't very well done. So if you could just make sure it's always looked good before, but if you could just make sure it continues to do that would be great. That's the only thing I would ask.
Yes, we can absolutely
Motion
do that.
second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Again, that is pending legal. Thank you. I know somebody's on there. Johnson County Public Library 2022 year in review presentation.
Yes, thank you. Good morning. I'm Lisa Littner, the Director of the Johnson County Public Library, and I'm just here to share some updates with you about the public library system. Included in your handouts is our 2022 year in review, and we've also highlighted some programs of interest in the month of March. And our biggest celebration from 2022 was the opening of the new Clark Pleasant Branch Library, which has just been so tremendously successful with an increase in visits and literally thousands and thousands of new library card holders. This past year, we have lots of things that we're really proud of. We continue to check out more than 1 million items per year. And all over Johnson County, our staff have made a difference connecting our residents with resources and learning opportunities. We updated our early childhood learning centers in the Franklin branch and White River branch. And in this year in 2023, we're going to do a really significant improvement at Trafalgar to their early childhood learning area. It's going to kind of replicate with different activities like the new Clark Pleasant branch. So it'll be a destination for families. We also resumed our story times for families at the town of Bargersville Town Hall. And we're happy to say that after many months delay, our bookmobile will be coming to Johnson County this summer. And we will be serving areas in Bargersville as well as areas of all Johnson County, but we're going to concentrate on some areas in Bargersville for services. We hosted a Read to Me Jamboree, which was an early childhood learning festival this past spring. And we joined the Indiana State Library ebook consortium called Overdrive, and that brings the Libby app to our residents. And that has provided additional hundreds of thousands of ebooks to anybody with a library card from Johnson County in our district. And really happy for people who have Kindle Paperwhites because they could not access our ebooks before and now they can. And we also collaborated with the Johnson County Community Foundation and Aspire Johnson County to provide the Great Arts Quest, which was a scavenger hunt last summer to discover the great public art in Johnson County. And those are just a few highlights from 2022. And I just want to share 3 upcoming programs. On March 14th, we're partnering with the Johnson County Museum of History, and David Pfeiffer will be coming to Trafalgar to do a program on how Trafalgar got its name and then the Great Battle of Trafalgar. That'll be fun. And then April 30th, we're having a program called Celebrate Dia, which is a literacy program for families. And that day, we're also going to have a grand opening of the Exploration Walk. So there's a 1/10 of a mile fitness trail on the new Clark Pleasant Branch property. And the 3 Rotary clubs of Johnson County, Center Grove, Greenwood, and Franklin, all did district grants, and combined, they are providing us with the Exploration Walk, which is an early childhood aimed at preschoolers, but I'm sure 13-year-olds are going to love it too. It's a STEM walk, so there'll be water activities, measuring activities, gross motor skill opportunities for outdoors to get the kids, excited about fitness and excited about learning. So they'll have some STEM activities outside as well. On May 15th, that kicks off our Explore Summer program. It runs through July 31st. And our program is for everybody in Johnson County. They can participate and read. Last year, our community read more than 3 million minutes together as part of this program. But the program is designed to have children and students engaged in learning and keeping their reading skills up during out of school time. So that's just a brief overview of what's coming and what our last year has been like. And if you guys have any questions, I'm always happy to answer them.
Well, looking at your activities, I'm happy to see it, and I only see it at the Franklin branch, but you do have a chess club.
Yeah,
Is that?
Yeah, it's
is
been
it pretty
continuing.
popular?
Yeah, it's been continuing. It's all ages. We have young kids come elementary school all the way through adults doing that.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you have pickleball books?
We might, I don't know about the books. About the books.
You beat me to it.
Yeah. I will say, when I go for walks over at the new amphitheater, it is amazing to see how dedicated those pickleball players are. They are
Yeah.
up early.
You know, at the new branch, there's probably room to put a pickleball.
There
court
we
in there.
might.
They got room in the parking lot for sure.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your board game nights at the Clark Pleasant branch, what kind of board games are they playing
Oh,
typically?
I would say there are all kinds of games. We actually check out board games, and we check out some of those more, like the $60, $80 range, so that you can actually take them home and, play them to see if you like them before you buy them. So they bring out all those games, and then they have some that they just keep at the branch as well. So it's
Yeah.
sort of, you pick whatever you want to play and play with whoever shows up that night.
Yeah, great. That's a beautiful branch up there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Happy to see that.
It's being really well used. My favorite quote from somebody was that that the new branches reignited their love of learning. So they hadn't been checking out books in a long time, and now they're doing it again. So
It was very well done. I do know that. I
yeah.
enjoy going in
Yeah.
there. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
for the update, ma'am. Under elected officials and department heads, court services, approval of consulting agreement with Hopelite LLC for TBRI training.
Hi, I'm Angela Morris, Director of Court Services. TBRI is the trauma-based relational intervention training that we put on for court services for the juvenile and adult staff. I believe this has already gone through legal, and Adam has approved it. We do pay for this training out of grants that we get, so.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Parks approval of the SESAC music performance license for unincorporated Johnson County. Number 1. Number 2 is the same thing, but it will be pending legal.
Yeah, They have revisions. They haven't got back to us
Okay.
yet, so that's with ASCAP.
Yes, CAP, yes, sorry.
Kevin Leonard, Superintendent, Johnson County Parks and Recreation. Yeah, I know I've been working with Adam and Tiffany on these. They're just, I think companies do these music licenses to, with the concerts and everything, to better be safe than sorry type of thing, and instead of getting dinged with a heavier fine later.
Correct.
So I would assume these are upcoming concert possibilities.
Yeah, yeah, for what we have, like, we will have a concert during the Fords in the Park event. Sparks, we always have one. The Breakfast event that we added, we'll have a concert, and then looking at adding future concerts more
Good.
in the
I
future
like
as
the
well.
future concert.
And right
comment.
now, what?
I like the future
Yeah,
comment.
and what that was, as that was brought up, we are, I just met with Kevin and Brad looking at the amphitheater out at the park, and we're gonna try to do some pretty good stuff to that amphitheater to improve it, make it more eligible for some really serious concerts to come in, and we're gonna try to do that under the 2024 GOB. So we're working toward that right now, along with some many other improvements we're doing out there as far as the parks. So doing a lot of good stuff out there to end at the fairgrounds right now of making big improvements to make those things more profitable and using their own
Oh,
monies. So
Yeah.
really pleased.
It's a diamond in the rough down there, and he's
Yeah.
polished up and back on the tracks and running. So
Really pleased with all we're getting done. So and thank you, Brad and Kevin, for the work you're doing.
I'm always curious in these agreements, especially Article 5, which says intentionally omitted.
Yeah.
If it's intentionally
Blank
omitted,
page.
why didn't you just take the number down one?
Yeah.
Anyway, I moved to approve.
second,
Have a motion and second, 1 and 2 pending legal. I assume we're doing both at one time.
Pending legal.
That's fine.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
And, Adam, I know there's a couple, do we not have to worry about the other couple companies, or is it
We're
just these
still
working
working
with those?
them.
Okay.
One is slow to respond, so
That'll work.
you'll be coming back eventually.
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you for your support also.
Oh, no problems. Thank you. Recorder approval of agreement with HF Group pending legal.
move to approve pending legal.
I got a question on this. I know we're all interested in preserving historical, in this case, documents, but we digitize them. And beyond that, we just store them. They're probably rarely accessed. And as we go forward in the future, another 100 years, they probably won't be accessed at all. To spend almost $95,000 to do some kind of preservation on it just seemed like a total waste of money to me.
I think that fund is created for the sole purpose of doing this type of work, though.
Regardless of where the money comes from, it comes eventually from taxpayers' pockets, I'm assuming. It just does not make sense to me to spend $95,000 to preserve documents that nobody's going to access probably. And if they did, they would do it through what's been digitized. They wouldn't go to the originals. It just doesn't make sense. I know we're all into historical artifacts and that. But to me, it seemed like a waste of money.
Yeah, we're kind of going through the same thing with the auditor's office now with the transfer books and things that we're going to be storing. They're kind of just in the way right now. But
Yeah.
and they're going to storage just as they are, but maybe we could ask the recorder to come in and maybe give us a little more information on that. And
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I think we have an obligation to ensure that the documents are preserved. We can find out if digitizing them is sufficient. If it is, we can revisit this. But if the statute contemplates it being via this method, then
I thought we had already digitized them. You can check and make sure.
Yeah, we can-
All right, well,
find
then
out some more
I
information.
would move to table.
I'll second that.
a motion and a second to table. We want to bring this to the next.
You want to just table it until the next meeting?
That's fine.
And maybe we can get some information in between time and then, or if not, maybe the,
I'm sure
Ms.
we'll find
Recorder
out it's
can-
a statutory thing that
I'm
we have
sure we
to do.
will too. At least we'll know that, I guess, at the time. Anyway, I have a motion and a second to table. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Public Safety Communications approval for a new CAD administrator to attend the 2023 Motorola Summit, April 10th through the 14th in Orlando, Florida.
Heath Brant, 911 director. So you guys know, we just hired a new CAD administrator. She's got several years of experience, more experience working in the system than I do. But we thought it'd be a good for her to attend this and get some training on some of the other modules within the system that she hasn't worked with in the past, jail and then some of our fire stuff. Be a good place for her to be able to do that.
I know you got a question. I can tell by the way you're looking at
I
me.
know, I'm just kind of waiting. He's on a roll today, so I'm just sitting back.
And my question would be, is Orlando, Florida the only place Motorola has this class?
Yeah, so several years ago, before Motorola bought Spillman, the summit that they did was in Salt Lake City, because that's where Spillman was. But since Motorola bought them a few years ago, they moved it to Orlando. We had approval to send our previous CAD administrator there, Mark, but then it got canceled due to COVID.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I just, surely there'd be someplace closer as big as Motorola is, but I guess not.
Yeah, they do it once a year, and they moved it to Orlando a few years ago. And
Good place to go.
Well, that was.
Can I go?
Yeah, that was my thought. I was just wondering if anybody's ever done some kind of a survey of participants to see what attendance would be. Typically, these kind of events, in Las Vegas, Orlando, some of your major tourist destinations, but if it was like Bismarck, South Dakota, or North Dakota, whichever, or Sheridan, Wyoming,
Iowa.
Ames, Iowa.
Iowa, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how
That's
many
the same
people
word.
would attend. Somewhere, somebody ought to do some comparisons on that.
I made a lot of trips to Iowa, Ron.
Yeah.
And there was still never anything there. I don't care how many times I went. Anyway,
Maybe infrastructure might be a big part of that.
could
So
be.
I'll second your motion.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
thank you.
Highway ratification approval of execution of NDOT LPA agreement for CCMG 2022-2.
Good morning, Daniel Johnston, Highway Engineer. Yes, that's what we're here to request, the ratification and approval of and execution of the NDOT LPA agreement for our community crossings award that we received last December. We received the maximum award, $1 million. And we just had the bid opening earlier this morning. We'll review the bids. I anticipate that we would have this back for your approval and recommending an award to a contractor at the March 13th meeting. And a side note, we did receive the fully executed contract from NDOT this morning.
Okay.
It's good.
I know we've struggled to get contracts looked through and right. Seems like there's always something going on with them anymore, isn't there?
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to move to approve, but is this scheduled work for 2023?
Yes, it is.
All of it?
Yes.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. Have a good day, sir.
Pleasant reading.
Yeah, I have to go through all those too. Board of Commissioners, ratification of the Board of Commissioners hearing officer's decision on the appeal of trustees' denial of assistance.
Move to uphold your decision.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I will say, and I think Adam will agree, those are some of the toughest things to sit through, aren't they?
Yep.
Just really.
I agree.
Wow. But anyway. I will say that our trustees do a really good job though of putting things together and making sure that things are right and in the way they're supposed to be. So it's pretty neat to watch that, I guess. Award approval of construction contract for Johnson County Fairgrounds Storage Building Project.
Move to approve.
Second.
This is for a CW Sneed, so we get down the record.
It's, yeah, forward record, CWC. Have a motion and second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries.
Can I get one
Request, if
question?
we can get that started tomorrow would be great. We need that building.
That was the question I was gonna ask. Do we see any conflict with the fair? Or do you think we'll be complete by July? Okay, all right,
Well, we hope to be, and if it's not, it'll be just small stuff or,
okay.
that wouldn't affect the fairgrounds, but. We always seem to do stuff right at the wrong time out there, but we'll get her this time. Award approval of contract for fuel tank removal project.
This is with PEI maintenance and contract.
I got a question on that. It seemed like not too long ago, didn't we replace those tanks with these fiberglass tanks? I thought we did. We did a. Anyway, there should be some reclamation value in these tanks, and I don't know whether that was part of the bid process or consideration in there or not, but those tanks are, I'm pretty sure we replaced them not too long ago.
And I don't think you can reuse them. I'm assuming there's probably something that won't allow that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just assumed, 10,000 gallon fiberglass tank would have some reclamation.
We can
value.
set them by the dumpster run. If you want them, you can go get them.
Bring your low boy in.
I didn't say that. That didn't come out of my mouth. Just-
The only thing I talked to Wes about this, some of the fill they're using, I think might constrict us down the road. I would hope to give Wes the ability to catch some of that, because I know there's further plans we're looking at the highway, and I don't want to put that type of fill back in the hole and then have to excavate it out and throw it away. So I think Wes will come to us when we backfill.
So we can work with that.
We need to be able to be a little bit flexible, so.
So do we need to
move to
table
approve.
this or go ahead and approve? it?
No, we can approve it. I
That
think
can
moving
be
forward with this
negotiated.
contractor, Wes, I just
Yeah.
wanted him to be aware of, to be conscious of that, and I think he is.
And
We've talked
this
about
wouldn't
it.
be unusual for us to have to make the field changes and things as we went anyway. So
So
it
I
happens
would
every
move to
project.
approve
Second.
BEI. Is that who it is? Okay.
I have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And I think we've got to wait. We're waiting a little while before we start this project to make sure we get those tanks as drained
Down.
as we
everything.
can. Yes, sir. Approval of dedication of public right of way.
Amen on that, but it took a while, but I would move to approve.
Go ahead, sir. Floor is yours.
Well, it goes back to the same old, same old. I mean, the cities and towns are always coming to the county, wanting us to help them out, and we do. Situations reverse, they tell us to go pound sand, so I don't know how much longer we're gonna continue to do this and.
What, to
and-
dedicate
and
right away
I-
to the city of
Huh?
Franklin?
Huh?
To dedicate this right away?
I'm just saying, we're always doing stuff to help them. I just want to make a point here in light of what the Daily Journal printed the other day. So I'll second it, but I just wanted to let you know my feelings on it. That's quite a bit of area.
That's it's common. I mean, if we did a project, we would ask for dedication from individuals. I mean, we just happen to be within their district limits, so you got to follow the rules. So that's all I'm saying. I think you go with 0 lot lines because it create more problems for us down the road.
I move to approve it. You second? Oh, he moved to
You
approve.
moved your
I
second.
And then you stalled up on me.
You got us off track, Ron. Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Hope not.
You know my quote, right?
Mhm.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Uh,
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. I'm not gonna repeat it. Adam said you're good. Don't worry about it. Acceptance is lowest quote and award of contract pursuant to IC 36-1-12-5 for clerk's child support office carpet project pending legal.
So we have 3 bids for the clerk's office. Burns Flooring Center is the first at $602 and no cents. Quote number 2 is from Floor Tech for $732 and no cents, 732.00. And then the third is Carpet Country, $653.40, 653.40.
Just give them to Jason, let him review them and get back to us, if you would, Jason.
Second.
You got a lot of reviewing,
I don't need to review those. I've already reviewed those.
so we're just ratifying it.
Ratify both.
You want to do Burton's your recommendation?
Then I would just do Burton as recommended, low bidder.
I already seconded.
He's ahead of me now. Have a motion and a second. Any further? Being none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Is this the next one for acceptance too of the lowest bid, Jason? Acceptance lowest quote and award of contract pursuant to IC 36-1-12-5 for auditor's transfer room carpet project pending legal and the name of the lowest bidder.
Okay. Burton's Flooring Center was our lowest at $716.48. The other 2 were Floor Tech, $722 and no cents, 722.00. And then Carpet Country, again, it was our third at $1,106.12, 1106.12.
I'd also move forward with Burton on this one.
Second.
Have a motion and a second pending legal. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. New and old business, claims and credit card.
Well, claims, I got one for the health department. I was just curious about, it's under travel and training and it's for an individual. Pitiku Tulalope, I think that's the name. Anyway, $4,538.12. I just curious as to what kind of travel and training that could be. On the highway department, I wish Luke was here today, but anyway, I'm thinking about establishing Luke's back there, I see him now. Establishing a Department of the Month award. And this month, the award goes to the Highway Department. They had 88 claims and 14 credit card charges and none of them with Amazon. So I just wanted to point
Wait
that
till
out.
next month, right, Luke?
Don't lose your award. Probation had, this was Angela, I'm not sure, Jimmy John's for $121.22 and Kroger for $500 plus another one for $25.98. What would that be for probation? $500 at Kroger's. Is that gift cards or?
Probably.
I can't hear you, hon.
Without seeing it, my guess would be gift cards for incentives that we give to the kids and parents. The food, the Jimmy John's would have been for a training, and we pay for all that out of grants that we get.
Okay, I just wanted an explanation on it.
Thank you.
The highway had 4
Hold them up.
25-foot outdoor extension cords and 1 50-foot, $239.95. That must be some pretty heavy duty extension cords. You can buy 4 25-footers and a 50-footer at Menards for about $40.
Well, you won the award for Amazon, but you
Yeah,
lost.
you
the
gotta
other
lose it
one.
on purchasing.
Just can't win.
Yeah, you kick a guy while he's down, right?
Luke Masson, Highway Supervisor. Yes, you can buy cheap extension cords at Amazon and then you can keep
I
buying
didn't
them.
say Amazon, I said
Or, Excuse
Menards.
me, Menards. You can buy them there as well. These are the outdoor cords that we plug our truck block heaters in, and we've been blowing fuses quite a bit on those. So we tried to get better extension cords to see if that's the problem or if it's contributing to that issue.
How's it working?
Well, we really haven't had to plug them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank
So we
you.
won't know, right?
All we had to do was buy nice extension cords.
See?
Yep.
We just saved a lot of people a lot of hassle for the winter. Thank you, Luke.
And then I had one for the sheriff, but he's already given me an explanation for it. But I just wanted to point out what a kind and considerate individual the sheriff is in Johnson County. He had a charge for Valentine pits and 2 Valentine tubs to decorate the NARC house. And I just want to thank him for being compassionate in that regard.
He drove me up to cut you down. Watch out.
Something's coming.
I got boots on today.
Do I get the award for using Amazon and Lowe's?
Yeah, oh my God, yes, for sure. You're overqualified on that one. Anyway, I move to approve claim.
I would like an answer on the one though, the 4,000 some dollars.
Yeah, I would like to know on that also. That's the health department.
I don't know what it is.
I can get that for you.
Huh?
I can get that for you.
I know.
All right, Amy will get that.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Commissioner minutes for approval, the 1/27/2023 ARPA committee meeting and the 2/6/2003 regular meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Under Johnson County Animal Shelter, assume new business. Request approval of signature of power of attorney for DEA forms 222 and electronic orders. We can do these both at the same time, I assume.
Yes.
And then request and approval of signature of revocation of power of attorney for DEA forms 222 and electronic orders.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries. Any other business we need to bring forward? Any public comment? All hearts and minds free and clear.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. We're adjourned. Thank you.